Everyone says they want to lead, but most are just waiting for approval, waiting for confidence, waiting for someone to say, "You're ready." But here's the truth: no one's coming. If you're waiting for permission to succeed, you'll be waiting forever. Because modern society doesn't want leaders. It wants obedient weaklings. It rewards acceptance, not strength. Conformity, not thinking. And the longer you wait, the more likely you are to vanish into the noise. Leaders don't emerge when everything feels perfect. They rise when it's hard, when there's risk, when no one else will step up. And that's precisely why most people won't. We've been conditioned to seek permission from systems, social media, TV, and even friends. We ask ourselves, what if I fail? What will they think? Who am I to lead? But leadership isn't granted, it's claimed. You lead because you refuse to stay quiet. You lead because you see something that needs fixing, and you step up. And make no mistake, the cost of waiting is high. Every time you delay, someone else takes your space. Every time you hesitate, you lose ground. And worst of all, you begin to believe that following is safer than stepping out on your own. But here's what they don't want you to realize. Once you decide to lead, you no longer need permission. That's the power they fear. Not control over others, but control over yourself. Real leadership begins with action, quiet action, relentless action, even when no one's watching. Lead in your own life first. Show up early. Take responsibility. Speak truth when it's uncomfortable. Build when it's easier to scroll. You don't need a title. You don't need applause. You just need to start. Because someone out there is waiting for you to lead. Not with noise, but with conviction. You might not feel ready. That's normal. No one ever is. But readiness isn't a feeling. It's a decision. You step, then you learn. You move, then you grow. Start small. Say what others won't. Choose hard over easy. Be the calm in the chaos. Take the hit when no one else will. That's real leadership. It's not loud. It's not about likes. It's about impact, even if no one claps. And if you're willing to do that consistently, day after day, with no spotlight, then you've already earned the right to lead. So stop waiting. Start moving. You don't need permission to build, to speak, to lead. You only need the courage to take the first step. You will lose people. You will be misunderstood. But that's how you know it's real leadership. Not performance, not politics, but principle. They want you to follow the script, to stay in your lane, to speak when spoken to. But you were born to shape the room, not sit quietly in it. So rise, even if it's alone, especially if it's alone. Because one day they'll look around and realize the person they were waiting for was you. If you've made it to the end, you're not just watching, you're taking action. Like the video. Comment on how you're stepping up this week. Share this with someone who needs to lead, not follow. Subscribe for more truth that cuts through the noise.